And it's the Suns to start out. So the Nets starting five. Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Williams is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Bledsoe. Garnett grabs the board.
Coach Hornacek, a self-professed math guy. He was an accounting major at Iowa State, so he likes the numbers. He uses the analytics. And somebody who really encourages his team to jack up as many three-pointers as possible.
Johnson can't get it to go. And it's the Suns' ball. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
And Coach Hornacek, Clark, does see the game from an analytical angle. He pushed the pace because he said you shoot a much higher percentage in the first and second.
I agree with that, and I would like to see more teams do that and employ that. It's much more enjoyable to watch. The guys enjoy playing that way, and the increased pace for the Suns, they actually average 5 more points a game over the prior season as a result of trying to get good shots earlier in the shot clock.
So it's Brooklyn now after the Suns pick up 2. Lopez sets a screen for Williams. Passes to Bogdanovich. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Magic.
And there's no question what the overriding factor was in that game, Clark. It was the big edge they had on the glass.
Well, the level of energy they had in the win, Steve, was what impressed me. I mean, it was lacking on the other side, and it really showed through the rebounding numbers.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
Williams against Bledsoe. Ball's knocked loose. Now, here is Morris. He's guarded closely. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by Morris. Bledsoe's got his second bucket.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Garnett with the screen on Bledsoe. Garnett with the screen for Williams. Johnson wide open. He fires. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Kevin Garnett sacrificing his body on the defender there.
For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
Deron Williams has really good size and strength at the point guard spot. And once he gets a step on a guy, it's hard to push him off his line.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Kicks to Lopez. Fast break, here come the Suns. Dragic has got the ball. Pull-up jumper, and he gets it to go.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Outside Williams. Lopez sets a screen for Williams. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I caught up with Coach Jeff Hornacek. We talked about the problems a player like Deron Williams presents, and he didn't hesitate, saying that Williams' combination of size and speed are major areas of concern, saying Deron is such a handful physically, there's no way to keep him out of the paint with a single defender. It's simply not possible. Guys, we've seen it so often.
Thanks, Doris. Now here is Jack. Feeds to Plumlee. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, it looks like the Nets got a steal, taking Mason Plumlee with the 22nd pick in last year's draft.
Yeah, you know, he's listed as 6'11", but over 7 feet tall in shoes. I don't even know why they measure these guys without their shoes on. You're not playing barefoot. You're playing the game in your shoes. So that should be what you get measured at. I mean, every time he gets the ball close to the rim, he's looking to throw it down. I mean, I love his athleticism and the fact that he has a don't settle mindset. He's hungry, he's aggressive, and he plays with really nice force for a young guy.
Suns trail by 4. Len sets a screen for Thomas. On the wing, Green. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Anderson. They set the pick. Jack passes to Karolinko. Here's Plumlee. The kick out to Anderson. Jack dishes to Plumlee. And another shot. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Thomas. Shot is off. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score. Playing well here, Steve.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. E.J. Tucker is out there with Anthony Tolliver. And it's Green, then it's Alex Len, and it's Thomas in at the 1. And Green gets it to go.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum. The Suns introduced these new uniforms last season, and I tell you what, they're some of the better looking ones in the league. Those things are fire.
Now here's Jordan. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Taking a look now at some of the numbers for Jarrett Jack, how his season went last year. He averaged about 9 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Those aren't bad numbers, but they're not the kind that are going to earn a lot of extra minutes for him either.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if he wants to play a bigger role, a larger role on the team, those numbers are going to have to be better than just decent.
And the uniform for the Suns harken back to the one, Steve, they wore in the 90s.
Oh, it's great. You know, the sunbeams across their chest, you know, a reference to the original 9 members of the Suns' Ring of Honor. So, you know, a lot of really cool dynamics that bring to light the great tradition of this Phoenix franchise. And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one. The Nets definitely came on strong as the season wore on last year, but they still were not a very strong road team.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Williams comes in for Jarrett Jack. Morris, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Williams. And here's Anderson for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. Well, guys, the Nets were terrible on the road, really. 16-25 was their road record. And it's a big reason they only finished 6th in the East.
You know, there really isn't one thing you can point to statistically, Kevin, as to why they struggled on the road. This is just life in the NBA. It's easier to win home games just because of the comfort level and having the crowd behind you.
They get it back. Stolen by Karolinko. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, you have to love that Goran Dragic is known as, quote, the Dragon. He said, when I was first in Phoenix, no one could pronounce my last name, so Steve Nash started calling me by that nickname. At the same time, the logo of my home city is a dragon, so it's a perfect fit. I'm really proud of my country, and I'm proud to represent the Dragon. Kevin?
Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia, his hometown, a beautiful city, been there many times. Thanks, Doris. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Eric Bledsoe is still on the come as a playmaker and shooter, but because of his great physical gifts, he is certainly a rising star in the NBA.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Jordan. Garnett comes in for Andre Karolinko. And it's Bogdanovich in for Anderson.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Now, here is Morris. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 2 to shoot, and that one's good. Dragic has got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix. And Steve Bledsoe, 6'1" with the 6'8" wingspan, blinding athleticism, and he's an aggressive defender.
Yeah, he's a guy who applies a lot of pressure on the ball. He attacks the glass offensively. He's given us some highlight reel blocks, too. I mean, this young guy is explosive.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Like all good teams in the West, the Suns were very strong against the East. 20 wins and only 10 losses for them on the year.
And here are the Suns now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Now the pass to Morris. He feeds it to Dragic. Fires the 3. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the lead back up to 2 now for the Suns. And Steve, for the Suns, it was really just them beating the teams they were supposed to beat up on in the East.
Well, that's what you have to do when you climb the ladder in the West. You know the Western competition is so tough, so you've got to take advantage of any bit of a break in the schedule. And the Suns did that last year.
And he gets it to go.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. Bledsoe against Williams. No good from Bledsoe. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
Yeah, no question. If I'm them, I'm definitely going 2 for 1.
Lopez, a screen on Bledsoe. Williams passes to Garnett. Here's Lopez. No luck. And Phoenix will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand.
Well, you know the fans out in Charlotte are desperately hoping for a win there.
Now here's Bledsoe. Plumlee, no luck. Williams dishes to Johnson. Got it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. It's all tied in Phoenix. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Goran, how do you rate the team's performance thus far, and what are you expecting in the second half?
I mean, you know, we are battling. We as a team, and if we're gonna play like that, I think so. We're gonna be okay.
Goran, thanks for the time. Gotta love it when they battle, guys.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Nice game, great performance by Marcus Morris.
Seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Bogdanovich out there with Darren Williams. And it's Johnson in at the small forward.
Kevin Garnett now in his 20th season in the NBA. That is just hard to imagine. Plenty of wear and tear, obviously, and he's not been a guy who's ever taken plays off. He still plays the game with a very rare intensity.
Garnett with the screen for Williams. Pass to Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 5 assists in the game.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 6, misses off the left iron.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Johnson. Bledsoe with the rebound.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
He dishes it to Dragic. Back to Bledsoe. Morris inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Johnson with the defensive effort. Lopez, a screen on Bledsoe. Williams kicks to Johnson. Offline with his three.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Morris with the bucket.
An unusual skill set for a big man. The long-range shot that gives you such good spacing offensively.
Phoenix making some changes. Alex Len's checked in for Plumlee. P.J. Tucker comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Brooklyn, Plumlee comes in for Brook Lopez. And Mirza Teletovic subbed in for Kevin Garnett. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, the Suns are the talk of the Valley, but that's not all that's going on in Phoenix. USA Basketball is building a huge new $350 million training facility here. The over 10-acre site is scheduled to open in the fall of 2015. And guys, the Suns hoping those superstar players warm up to Phoenix in their time here.
And that couldn't hurt in free agency. Thanks, Doris. Here's Bogdanovich. Following the score by Phoenix. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Alex Len picks one up.
Mason Plumlee was a tad old for an NBA rookie last season. He turned 24 in March. Perhaps affected his draft stock, but it certainly got him to the NBA with an NBA-ready frame. And I like his mobility and quickness as a big man.
And Phoenix making a change here. Green's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Andrei Kirilenko is checked in for Johnson. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Bogdanovich.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Dragic against Williams. Pass to Plumlee. Dishes to Jack. Shot clock at 6. And Gerald Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And Plumlee's role on the Nets, attacking the rim, converting it over 70% at the basket last season, and an overall field goal percentage of almost 66%. Excellent efficiency.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Phoenix. Allen Anderson's checked in for Brooklyn. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kirilenko. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Mason Plumlee, a pleasant surprise with his shot blocking last season.
Yeah, he doesn't have super long arms, but he's got major bounce ability, and that served him well as he transitioned from college, where he wasn't a huge shot blocker, to the NBA, where he's shown some prowess in that area.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of it, Mark.
Yeah, me too. Man, this has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
Now here is Jack. He has 5. And the basket by Kirilenko. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first, and then maybe a second possession.
Len with it, working on Plumlee. To halt the run. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Len.
You know, when he gets the ball that close to the basket, it's almost an automatic 2 points.
Well, the defense has to battle him down there and keep him out of position in the first place. Do your work early.
Now here is Jack. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Over in the corner, Kirilenko. The kick out to Anderson. Launches it. That's good. Anderson's got 6 points.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
Coming up next Monday night, November 17th, Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans go on the road to do battle with the Portland Trail Blazers. You don't want to miss it.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
There was a beautiful pass, nice, intelligent basketball. The execution was perfect, and that pass set up the open three.
And so here's Phoenix. It's a 5-point game. Bledsoe is joined in the backcourt by Dragic. Inside, it's Morris and Plumlee. And it's Tucker in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Morris. Garnett with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Morris is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Brooklyn leading by 5. Outside Williams. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Johnson, a wide open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Dragic the pass to Morris. Back to Dragic. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Clock at 6. Rebound, Brooklyn. They can look forward to the Oracle Arena after this game to match up against Golden State. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Morris dishes to Bledsoe, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high-percentage looks.
Well, I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Lionel Hollins gave to his team during that last break. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Love the way he fought for that putback. You know, he's willing to put in a lot of hard work in this game, no doubt about that.
Outside Williams. Garnett with the screen for Williams. The dish now to Garnett. A jump hook. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Suns trail by 4. Dragic kicks to Bledsoe. Dragic the pass to Morris. Back to Dragic. Bledsoe dishes to Plumlee. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Outside Williams. Lopez, a screen on Bledsoe. Williams kicks to Johnson. The feed to Lopez. Unloads from 9, and that one's good. And the Nets lead by 6.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
No good from Bledsoe. Nets leading by 6. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Takes the 13-footer, and he knocks down the jumper. 8 points for Williams.
You got to like the way they've come out here in the second half. They're starting to knock down shots with regularity.
Yeah, and any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it usually means you're moving the ball, you're getting good looks on the shots you want, And I think they just got to continue to play smart and play together just like they've been doing to keep the lead.
And the Suns making a change here. Thomas is checked in. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Johnson outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Morris.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Outside Williams. They set the pick. He kicks to Garnett. Feeds it to Johnson. Garnett inside. Morris is there. From past the arc. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. And the Nets lead by 9.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beat down the entire way.
And the Suns here with a different look. Lenz checked in for Miles Plumlee. Tolliver comes in for Markieff Morris. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Green in for Goran Dragic. Now here is Kirilenko. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Still Suns ball. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 14.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. Off with the layup. Tucker the pass to Thomas. And the wide open shot from Green. On the mark with the 15-footer.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jack. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Joe, congratulations on this win. This was a game where we saw plenty of great sequences, some nice runs put together. What changes for the team out on the floor when you guys start rolling like we witnessed here tonight?
We just picked up our energy and effort. We was able to get some stops, got out in transition, started making a few shots, and it just kind of got contagious.
Well, this was fun for us to watch, Joe. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Deron Williams.